Hi everyone, my name is Miss Rangel, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all about email etiquette. In other words, how do I write an email? So to begin, let's talk about what the definition of etiquette is. So what does etiquette mean? When I was talking with my students about etiquette, some of their guesses were that it had to do with rules, manners, behavior, and responsibility. And all of them were right, because the definition of etiquette is the customary code of polite behavior in society among particular professions or groups. So since we are a part of school, we have a code of behavior, and we want to have polite behavior always. So when we talk about email etiquette, basically it's all about how to, draft a polite email. So let's begin. When or how would you use your email? You could use your email for school, or you could use it for personal use. Personally, if you want to message your dad or your friend, or maybe a member of your family, you can use it personally. However, for school, which is what we're going to be talking about, you definitely want to be professional, you want to be polite, and you want to know how to address them with respect. You can use it for school all the time. If you have a question or if you have a concern, you can email the principal or your teacher, all kinds of emails. Alright, so let's begin with this email. Notice anything wrong? First of all, it has no subject line. It's really important to have a title for your email. Make sure that you don't write your entire email in the subject line. Make sure that goes in the email box, and make sure that you're being polite. So let's begin. Dear Madmanner Sir, I think they meant to say Madame. And then, if you notice, this email has a lot of texting language. Please isn't spelled correctly. Everything is in uppercase. There's lots of things wrong with this email, but I'll show you an example of a good email at the end. Before that, let's go ahead and walk through the contents of a good email. So first, make sure that you have a professional or neutral font. Just the default one on Google, on Gmail is fine. Always include a relevant subject line. So if you're emailing a teacher, make sure that you include what you're emailing them about, but it's just a title. Third is include a kind greeting. So always make sure that you say hello or good morning. Make sure that you have a comma at the end. So dear, hello, good morning. Clearly write with full sentences, so no texting language. Fifth, don't have any grammatical errors. Make sure that you are reading your emails out loud. That way you can catch any errors you might have missed before. And lastly, always include an appropriate signature, which is your first and last name. So here are some examples of good signatures. Always use your first and last name. Make sure you use your class period too if you're emailing a teacher. So for example, I would say sincerely, Miss Rangel, from period 1 or from period 2. We teachers have, over 120 students each. And so we have a lot of love for you, and we would ask that you just show us some respect back by showing us what period you're in. And then of course you can say thank you to whoever you're emailing if you have a question about that. Make sure that you double check your grammar. Think, am I capitalizing everything? Is everything using proper punctuation? Make sure that you're using correct spelling. Here's an example of a great email. Let's run through a checklist. Do they have a professional font? Absolutely. Do they have a relevant subject line? Yes, it looks like this person is emailing their teacher about a biome project question. Do they have a kind greeting? Yes, they do. They say, "Hi, Mrs. Willis." Do they use full sentences? Let's see. Thank you for explaining the project to me. During lunch, I had one more question about the works cited page. Should we include the magazine article that we read in class today? If we already cited it in the article, I've attached my current rough draft. Thank you for your time. Make sure that you're being nice and grateful. Are you using full sentences? Yep. free from grammatical errors, absolutely. And then lastly, he put best for his signature, which is all really great. So once again, thank you for your time. Now after you've watched this video, I hope that when you email your teachers or administration that you do it nice and politely, and yeah, thank